Welcome to Travel to Escape Reality. On today's episode, we're giving you the ultimate travel guide to Europe's best kept secret, beautiful Portugal. Starting in the north, make sure to visit Porto, the second largest city in the country and gateway to the northern regions. In Porto's historic city center, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you can roam the cobblestone streets, marvel at the buildings decorated with azulejos, and visit Clérigos Church, a beautiful Baroque masterpiece.
While strolling along the iconic Luis I Bridge, you can enjoy scenic views of the city, and afterwards visit the nearby monastery of Serra do Pilar, both of which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Along the banks of the Douro River, stop by the world-famous wineries, sip port wine, enjoy delicious seafood, and melt in the charming views of the romantic city of Porto. Just a half hour north of Porto, you can visit the city of Guimaraes, considered to be the birthplace of Portugal. The historic city center is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which houses the mystical Dukes of Braganza Palace, the 13th century São Miguel do Castelo Church, and the fairy tale-inspired Castle of Guimaraes. While there, you can also visit São Walter Church and grab a bite at the local square, Largo do Turral.
From Porto, take a day trip or stay a few nights in Braga, the oldest city in Portugal. Walking around Braga gives you the feeling of being in many different time periods, with Neolithic, Roman, medieval, and modernist buildings everywhere. Stop by the Cathedral of Braga, where upon entering, your attention is instantly drawn to the grand organ and the opulent high choir.
Our favorite part of Braga was visiting the Sanctuary of Bom Jesus do Monte, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Climb the impressive zigzag stairways and witness scenes from the Passion of the Christ with each increasing level. At the top of the stairway, you can also explore the perfectly manicured gardens or visit the Baroque church. Other places of interest include Popolo Church, Sanctuary of Sameiro, Archbishop's Palace of Braga, and Santa Barbara Garden.
As the country's capital, Lisbon is the melting pot of culture, history, and of course, delicious food. Start your day off with an espresso and a pastel de nata, a popular Portuguese custard tart. We loved watching them being made fresh every day, and you can find them everywhere throughout the city. Explore the winding alleys and stop by one of the many shops selling ginginha, a delicious cherry liqueur and a local favorite.
The old neighborhood of Alfama is famous for fado music, which is part of the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List. Fado is highly emotional and poetic music that evokes saudade, the Portuguese word for longing. Uphill from the Alfama district, you can visit the old Moorish castle, Castelo São Jorge, where you can catch stunning views of the entire city. In Lisbon, you can also visit the iconic Belém Tower, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that was built in the Portuguese Manuelin style and served as the launch point for Portuguese exploration. And just a short walk from Belém Tower is the impressive Monument of the Discoveries, which was built to commemorate the Portuguese Age of Discovery and showcases important figures from this time period. And nearby you can also visit Jerónimo's Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that houses the tombs of kings, former presidents, and the famous explorer Vasco da Gama, as well as the great poet Luís Vaz de Camões.
Lisbon is a great base for day trips to explore surrounding areas. Take a day trip to Cabo da Roca, a rugged landscape that marks the westernmost point of mainland Europe. You can also visit the resort beach town of Cascais, which is a popular tourist destination. Whatever you do, don't miss an opportunity to visit the beautiful town of Sintra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site famous for its picturesque palaces, parks, and castles. The hidden gem of Sintra is Montserrat Palace, an ornate 19th century mansion with a mix of Moorish, Gothic, and Indian influences set in exotic botanical gardens. Most tourists don't know about Montserrat, so you can appreciate the palace without the crowds.
Designed by Italian architect Luigi Manini, Quinta da Regaleira is unique for its underground passages, grottos, chapel, and beautiful mansion. This estate features Gothic turrets, carved gargoyles, and other adorning features. And throughout the gardens, you'll notice a nod to the Knights Templar, the Freemasons, and dark alchemy.
You may need a day or two to visit Penna Palace, Sintra's main attraction. This eccentric castle merges Neo-Gothic, Manueline, Moorish, and Renaissance styles. Wander through this fairy tale castle and park, which is considered to be one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. After hustling through the main sightseeing destinations, take some time to unwind in the beautiful beaches of the Algarve region on Portugal's southern coast. Each town has a different character, depending on your preference. Some are party towns, others are big tourist towns, and others are sleepy fishing villages, as they were generations ago.
To catch the best views of the coastline and dramatic cliffs, go hiking along the trail that takes you from Praia do Beneguil to Praia da Marinha. Or you can also take a boat tour to enter hard-to-reach caves and admire the extraordinary coast up close. Swim at one of the many beaches, each with their own unique personality. You can enjoy flat, secluded beaches near the towns of Tavira and Santa Luzia, red and white rock beaches near Albufeira, or the dramatic rocky beaches with imposing cliffs near Lagos. The Algarve is a gastronomical delight. Our favorite dish was the traditional seafood cataplana with octopus and piri piri sauce. Speaking of traditional cuisine, you can also learn how to make your own cataplana at Taste Algarve, a cooking class in the town of Tavira. And don't forget to save room for decadent desserts. The best local favorites are seasonal melon, queijinho do céu, Dom Rodrigo, and tarte tres delícias, which is made of almond, figs, and carob.
With its welcoming people, incredible cuisine, diverse beaches, elaborate history, and deep culture, Portugal is the perfect destination for anyone's itinerary. Thanks for watching Travel to Escape Reality. For more great travel content, be sure to like and subscribe below.